Hi everyone, I'm here doing a video along with some other people here on YouTube, other crafters. I got tagged by Tracy from Tracy's Treasures. Tracy's Treasures 24 here on YouTube. She is one of my friends, and she tagged me in doing a top 20 favorites or must-haves for 2011. I did this, I think it was a top 15 favorite items for 2010. I did one last year, just kind of played along with everybody else, and it was kind of fun. So I don't think I quite made 20, but I'm going to improvise with some newfound loves so far this year at the end of my list for 2011. So I will start off with, I can't show you a picture of it because I'm using it to record this video, which would be my webcam on my laptop. That is one of my must-haves, I suppose. It's how I do my videos, it's how I update my blog, you know, post all my pictures on my blog and things like that. So that would be my top one. And then alongside of my laptop would be my printer, which is what I use to print out my digital stamps that I color and put on my cards. So I guess that would be one. The next would be my Cricut. I have two. I have a Create that I showed in my 2010 favorites. And then this year, or last year, I found an expression, not the two, just the first one, for a really good deal, so my hubby went and got it for me. So I have my Cricut expression, which I have tinkified. You will notice I pretty much tinkify everything I possibly can when I get it. That's just what I do. So this is my pink Cricut expression. So that would be number two, absolute fave, must have. I use it constantly. If you follow my blog and stuff, you'll see I use it all the time. So my Cricut. Next I would have to say my ATG gun. This is the pink one that you can get at Michael's. I also have the red one I use as a backup, and my kids use it. So we do have two. And yes, it's tinkified. So I would have to say this and adhesives in general. I use that, these Zig 2-way glue pens are, I use the fine tip. This is what I use for putting together my Cricut creations. So this is definitely a must-have. And then, you know, glue dots and the foam pop-up squares, you know, that type of stuff. Love those. I use those all the time. Next I would say ink pads. I have a few. I have the Memento Tuxedo Black ink I use for my stamp on the back of my cards and when I'm stamping an image to color. And then I have a bunch of these little ones from Michael's that I use for inking edges or just kind of like background stamping and stuff like that. So definitely the ink pads. And the stamps, of course. I have this little basket of, these are all my clear stamps, not all of them, but most of them. And I just leave them in their little packages. Don't have a ton of these big sets, but that's some of them. One of my most favorite ones I received in a rack from Flame over at Whimsical Endeavors, and she gave me these last year, and I actually just started using them, but I love them. They're Tinkerbell clear stamps. I just stamp them and color them, and that's that. So that's one of my favorite stamp sets. I have a bunch of wooden stamps from the dollar section at Michael's. So I have Valentine ones, and then I have a little basket of Halloween ones. And then I have, oh, it's right here. I have this little basket of more clear stamps. The dollar ones from Michael's and Joann's and stuff like that. So definitely stamps to go with the ink pads, of course. Cardstock, that's another big one. I just get my cardstock. I was getting it at Hobby Lobby, but I have found when you buy a multi-pack of cardstock there with all the colors, they're not all the same. They're not all thick. Some of them are really thin. So I quit doing that, and I just get it at Michael's because I like that it's thick. I do also get big pads of cardstock, textured cardstock, and things like that. It's from Colorbach, and I'll grab a couple. They sell these at Walmart for $5, and they're just these big 12 by 12 pads. This was textured, and there's 30 sheets in here. This was a pearlescent pack. They don't have a huge selection of these, but they still have plenty to choose from. They have big pattern paper packs too. I have a few of those left. So pattern paper, speaking of, would be another one. I have found myself buying lots of these little 6x6 pads lately. They're a lot easier for cards because the print is so much smaller than cutting down a 12 by 12. So I have bought quite a few of those. My favorite one I've been using lately is this Cane Company Sweet Nectar pack. So yeah, definitely cool. And I actually got that from one of my favorite websites, scrapbook.com. And they have awesome prices. Next would be tools. Okay, now the tools I use the most would be my scissors. I have the Tim Holtz tonic scissors, and I have the little Cutter Bee EK Success scissors. These are the two I use all the time, and I'm so glad they have covers because of my little 7-year-old Caleb. He likes to just grab them all the time, so I'm glad they're covered. He's got his own little tool bin right here. He's got a little workspace right next to me, and so he just has the Fiskars scissors kind of that you get for school in there, but he always wants to use mine. So this is his stuff. My Cricut spatula, of course. My tweezers. Love these. Pointed. And my bone folder. This is a Martha Stewart one that I got at Walmart 2 years ago, I think it was. So definitely tools. Oh, and my Tim Holtz ruler. Let's see what else. My paper trimmer. I have two. I always go to this one. I like the rotary one because you don't have to change the blade as often. I've replaced, it's got this little plastic guide down here. I've replaced that once, and I've had this for a year and a half. So I love this thing. This blade does not go dull very quickly at all. I do have this one. So I basically let the kids use this one because I don't have to, they don't care if their paper is a little frayed on the end. So they kind of use that one. And then my next would be my scoreboard. This is the Martha Stewart scoreboard. You can get these at Michael's, use a 40 or 50% off coupon, totally worth it. I just took a permanent marker and went all the way down the 6, so I knew where the middle was if I was doing something. So love that. Let's see what else. My colored pencils. These are Crayola colored pencils. There's a few duplicated colors in here of colors that we use the most of, which would be the peach, the reds, the browns, things like that. So definitely my colored pencils and my Bic Market markers. I have the fine and I have the ultra fine. So those are what I use for most of my coloring. And let's see, my glitter glues. Okay, I probably have every color they've ever made, I don't know. This is my little container of glitter glue. I was getting these at Michael's, just the dollar ones, and I love them. I mean, they're fantastic, they work great for me. You know, you just set it aside, let it dry overnight, and it's fine. Well, P, again, in my rack, had sent me actual stickles, and these are the Christmas red. I really like these. I mean, these totally outweigh these dollar ones, but I have all these colors. I mean, these tons of colors in here. I don't want to have to go replace all these colors, so I'm going to use these continuously because I do still like them, but these totally rock. So I only had the Christmas red up until recently. I went to a stamp store with my mother-in-law, and I found some stickles. They were selling them. So I went ahead and bought the crystal ones. Love them. This is my new favorite color of stickles. I use it for my Tinkerbell stamps, and I put it on her wings, and they just totally look awesome. I'll show you an example. Don't know if it's going to pick up on here or not, but it's got just the right amount of like green and purple. Love it. I think it's totally awesome. So that is definitely one of my new favorites. Sticky notes. Love sticky and notepads. They're all over my room. They're in every drawer. I probably have duplicate notes because I misplace things. I'm constantly writing stuff down. Be it what I need to shop for, like today, or what I need to do for my room. I'm still working on my room in here. So there could be updates towards the end of the year on some major changes I want to do in here. But for now, it's good. This is, I get these little dollar ones, you know, from Target or whatever. So definitely paper, note paper, whatever. Embellishments, that's a big one. My embellishments are basically, I get all these little rhinestones or pearls. Recently started using tons of little pearls, so I use those quite a bit, and flowers. Here's a little basket of flowers, or I'll punch the flowers out. These teeny tiny little brads. I use these on my paper dolls, and again, if you've followed my blog at all, you will see I've made tons of paper dolls. They're all up there. And then I have this little container of buttons. Some of these were from Michael's, just in the little dollar thing, and I just threw them all in here. Some were ones that I had just hanging out, so I just combined them. So definitely embellishments. And that is going to kind of wrap up my favorites for 2011. I mean, to go with the Cricut, I would have to say, you know, my cartridges, you know, things like that. Now, my new favorites that I've just been playing with, one is a machine. It's not an electronic machine, but it's a machine. Would be my Cuddlebug. I just got this from my husband for my birthday. This is what I wanted. This is the version 2 Cuddlebug. I love this thing. This is awesome. So, to go with the Cuddlebug, the whole purpose of getting this was I wanted the Spellbinders nestabilities. Yes, I have a Cricut, but in order to get some of the shapes, sorry, I'm putting some stuff back. In order to get some of the nesting shapes, I didn't want to have to buy an entire cartridge for. And you know, anybody who owns a Cricut, cartridges can get pretty pricey. So I thought, next best thing is to get a Cuddlebug. Awesome deal. Got this at Joann's.com online, and very good price. So I got 3 Spellbinders dies. Again, Joann's.com. Runs them on sale for $14.88 or something like that. So I got the Labels 1 die, which I've kind of played with. I also got the lattice rectangles, but I am having an issue with this, so if anybody has had the same problem, please let me know. I cannot get this to cut. It'll cut just a little bit in spots, but I cannot fully, I've not been able to fully cut one of these out yet, so it's kind of irritating me. I don't know what the deal is. So, lattice rectangles, don't really know what it looks like because I can't cut one out. My favorite one of all time would have to be, well, so far, because I've only owned 3, is the Lacy Ovals. I love this one. It has got the coolest effect. I'm working on a card, and this, I love this oval. It's so cool. Now the inside ovals I just cut with my Cricut. I just set whatever size I want. This is a 3.5 inch oval, and I just cut a whole bunch of them out at one time. And so this is just a little tip, I don't know, for somebody who's maybe starting to do this. And I just put them in these little snack size baggies, and I just mark how big they are. So I've got circles and ovals, and I just pull one out, stamp on it, and then I can layer it with, you know, whatever else I have. This is the first time I used the Lacy Ovals, and I made this card yesterday, or last night. So I think it turned out really cool. I've never done anything like this before, but I love it. It's my new favorite die. So that would be my new favorite, I guess, for, you know, 2012. I guess, oh, you know, another one of my favorite things for 2011 would be my Gypsy. I love this thing. It's pretty cool that you can take it wherever you want, as long as it's charged. I don't have a car charger, so this thing is pretty cool, and the kids love playing with this and designing things and doing stuff on that. And then I've been doing digital stamps on and off, but this year, just in the past month, I've really expanded digital stamps. So I wanted to share that. I just have this notebook, and it has some, some little separators in it that have pockets. So I just write on a sticky note where I got it from and the designer, and I print them out and I stick them in here, and I just pull them out and color them. So there's lots of places that I have found. If you go to my blog, I have linked my favorite digital stamp sites that you can go check out. I do have some Greening Farm digital stamps along with rubber stamps. These are my Tinkerbells, but they're out because I'm coloring them. Sentiments, and then, you know, just different places. So digital stamps and coloring stamps has been recently a big thing that I've been doing. And I think that's about it. Another one of my embellishments would be, I guess I'll just throw it in here real quick, would be ribbon. I use a lot of ribbon on my cards. Almost every card I make has a piece of ribbon, just because I think it's really pretty. And that's what I use. So I just want to throw that in there. And I think that's going to complete my list. I'm not going to tag anybody specifically If you want to do this, then that would be cool. We would love to see, you know, everybody's products out there, what they're using, what they're not using, what they like, what they don't like, that type of thing, just to kind of keep going, or, you know, keep up to date or whatever. So if you want to do this, go ahead and do this. You can link it in a video response. You can just, you know, just do it and have us watch it as we go up on YouTube or whatever. So it's up to whoever wants to play along. Like I said, I'm not going to tag anyone specifically, but thank you, Tracy, for tagging me. It was pretty cool. I'm sure I left a bunch of stuff out, but you know, time-wise, I'm not going to sit here and search through my room all day and try to get it all together. So that is basically going to be it. Oh, and one last brand new favorite, the white gel pen. I had one before, but it sucked, and I never could use it. It wouldn't work. I found this Pentel Sunburst medium gel pen at Michael's. I think it was $1.99. Best buy ever. In fact, I had to go get Caleb one because he wanted to use mine all the time, and I was like, no, that's my white gel pen. So, yeah, love this thing. Love doing little doodle things on my kids' cards and stuff now. So that is fantastic. So, that's going to wrap up my top 20 favorites or must-haves for 2011, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!